welcome back to Whine with me. This episode is called The Ghoster. We're about to unpack the ghoster. Before we get into all of that, I want to say thank you to everyone who's stayed subscribed. And for those of you who are bumping into the channel, please subscribe and share with your friends. This is a great channel. We have real conversations about titles and situations that, you know, we go through, and we kind of unpack them. It's been a while. It's definitely been a while. I haven't been on this platform for a minute. Click the subscribe button and be sure to join the family, because this is a fam, you know. Before we start on this channel, we have drinks when we're chatting. Okay, we have drinks when we're chatting on this channel, so I hope you've poured yourself a drink, you've gotten yourself comfortable, you know, and we're about to start whining in a minute. But maybe you can tell me what you're drinking while we're chatting. And yeah, engage, guys. Engage in the comments. Here's more about Miss Lucy. Today I'm having a unique blend of Sauvignon Blanc, Semillon, and Pinot Gris grapes from Springfield Estate. Miss Lucy. I love Miss Lucy. The name Miss Lucy is a nickname that the Southern Cape fishermen gave to the red stump nosefish. It's actually really cute. Miss Lucy has become quite a fave of mine. I love white wine, and Miss Lucy's definitely easy on the palate and has a beautiful smell and a lovely citrus finish. Stunning. What are you having? Right, before we start our conversation, we always start with a cheers. So, cheers, fam. I love Miss Lucy. She does the job. She does the job to the palate, and she smells really nice. She smells really nice. So good for you, Springfield. Good for you. Let's get into it. The ghoster. The ghoster. This a few weeks ago, I had asked a few people on Facebook and Instagram to answer a question, which is, have you ghosted or have you been ghosted? Quite a number of us have been ghosted, guys. Quite a number of us have been ghosted, and quite a number of us have ghosted. I think it's quite equal. Even for those of you who refuse to believe that you've been ghosted, sweetie. Yeah, you've been ghosted in some form or another. Ghosting happens in every relationship, in platonic and romantic relationships. So that's what I kind of got out of it. I'm going to share a few of my stories after I've told you the two types of ghosters that I think exist. Two types. So the first type, let me first have a sip. Have a sip of this. So the first type of ghoster is the manipulative ghoster. This ghoster I've experienced, y'all. I'm going to give you a story. I'm going to tell you the titles, and then I'm going to tell you what's up. So the manipulative ghoster is the number one, and then the ghoster that refuses to be held accountable. That's the general ghoster. I mean, I think that's most of us. We all fall under that one that doesn't want to be held accountable. You just want to walk away stress-free, with nobody, you know, trying to make too much noise in your ear. I want to tell you about the manipulative ghoster. This one, I only think ghosting is manipulative if it is continuous. If you ghost and you come back, you ghost and you come back, you ghost and you come back. Besides the fact that it's also part of narcissistic behavior, but that's another topic for another day. Child, just leave. What's up with that? What's up with that? So I'm going to tell you how, you know, one of my experiences of a manipulative ghoster. So all right, mine's a friendship ghoster. So I was friends with this girl, we're gonna call her Kimberly. Kimberly and I were friends. Like, we were really good friends. We offloaded on each other. We were, I think, as you guys will realize, that I had some crazy ass relationships with my friends. I've had some epic relationships. So back to the story. So Kimberly and I were friends, and then out of the blink, Kimberly decided to stop speaking to me. Okay, cool. All right. I reach out to her on WhatsApp. She's not responding. I reach out to her. I message, girl. I reached out everywhere. Okay. And then only to find that I got blocked on all these platforms. And she unfollowed me, blocked me on social medias. And then texts and stuff were just not responded to. It just bed. I even went all the way to trying to send a message via email, because what the hell, girl, where you at? Like, what did I do? And then I didn't get a response. From her. And just the other week, literally a week ago, Kimberly and I were having DMCs, deep meaningful conversations, and then out of nowhere she just stopped speaking to me. And then I was just like, okay, I spent a good 2 to 3 weeks trying to figure out what I did wrong. Like, what happened? What did I say? What did I do? Okay, fast forward a few years, not even months. I think 2 years later, we were at a funeral. I don't know if it's grief or whatever, but there Kimberly walks in and then she gives me a hug. I was like, girl, what the hell? What the hell, Kim? And then we start talking, and me and suppressing my feelings and problems with communication, I don't address the issue, right? So I'm accepting Kimberly the way she is, and we start having a conversation, and it seems like now we're getting back to chats. All of a Saturday, Sekibana WhatsApp is unblocked. Here she is sending me memes and stuff, and I'm like, does she not see the conversations before where I was like, hey girl, where you at? What's wrong? Did I do something? And then she just decided to just start a new era of, So, okay, sharp, guys. We're friends again. We're speaking about our family, our children. Hi. We are Hamba Futu Kim. She bounced again. This time, I hear that she told people that she needed to distance herself from me because she just didn't like the person I was. Okay, Kim. I don't know if she didn't like the person I was when she came back, or the person she left in the first place. So it was kind of a bit, I don't know what's happening, Kimberly. Anywho, fast forward, we meet at a wedding. Kim and I are fine again. But at this point, I'm good with the relationship. I'm good with having someone who just doesn't speak and doesn't say anything to me. Like, she just decides to come in and out of my life when it suits her, and I think it's a bit abusive. So that friendship ended. No love lost. I still love all my friends that I've lost. But sometimes you just need to choose peace, hey? You must just choose peace. So yeah, that was my manipulative one. I think she just chose what was good for her when it was good for her. And I personally don't think friendships are seasonal. Like, I don't friendship seasonally. You're either my friend, or we're just not. I don't have a gray space for friendship. I'm so sorry. Like, I've been trying to find ways to kind of put my friends in certain levels, but it doesn't work for me because I don't know how to be a leveled person. Like, I don't know how to show you pieces of me and you're my friend. No, I either show you 100% of me, or I don't show you jack. Anywho, another manipulative story I have for you was with this guy, John. John, I think men are the biggest manipulators. And I had a colleague once when I was asking, why do guys always ghost and then come back? What's up? Like, is he interested or is he playing games? This guy was like, no, it's not that. He's, he's pausing you. I was like, excuse me? He put you up on a hanger and he's like, I'll deal with her another time. And I'm just thinking, excuse me, I got hanged. And he's like, yeah, so ghosting for men usually is just a pause. Like, keep the door open, leave little breadcrumbs on the floor so that she doesn't really get over you, but she doesn't really cling on to you. I had an experience with a dude like that, and no, I think with that one, I just couldn't be a Popeye for so long. Like, I think I was a Popeye for a long time. It's not cool to be left on pause and then I miss you message, so that you keep yourself busy with the I miss you, read into it, break it down for a few months, and then until I come back with a, when am I gonna see you? Or I miss you, I love you. Guys, like, I feel like guys use those words so loosely. Boy, I love you. Boy, I miss you. Like, you miss me, you haven't spoken to me in 3 months. You love me, you haven't seen me in 6 months. I don't make it make sense, Nelson. Make it make sense. I'm so glad I got out of that cycle, because I just feel like guys will dribble you. They say women are dribblers. But when we out, we out. Like, but guys, we are katala today. Then in a few months, then he hangs you, ne? Then in a few months he comes back because he just wants you. He just wants to prove you're a Popeye again. No, don't do it. Don't fall for it. The second ghoster is the one that I said we all fall under there. We don't want to be held accountable. The ghoster who does not want to be held accountable. It's just easier to walk away than to communicate, right? Which is kind of cowardly, and I'm calling us cowards. We definitely need to learn to talk. Even if you're done with your friend, talk to your friend and say, listen, this is not working out for me. You're not talking to get a response. You're talking so that you can just walk away kapele sharp. Like, you don't need to have all of that hanging on to you. So I have ghosted quite a few people. My story was that I ghosted quite a few guys who were trying to pursue me, and it was just, we were just not communicating. The combos were not wobble, and I knew, you kind of know from day one, but like, you're trying to be the nice girl, then you realize you're being way too nice for way too long. And when I speak like that, I'm realizing that men go through the same thing. They go through the same thing. So I'm calling both of us out, male and female, that we need to get over the part where you now feel now. I think I've taken this too far. I'm going to back up a bit and say, Bona Osi Ori Abuti, it's not working. It's absolutely not working. Like, and there's nothing wrong with you. It's just that I think the combination together, we're just not aligned. For me, I'm not feeling the alignment. But I really do think that my biggest problem was that I was just so afraid of hurting the person that I would just keep quiet, not knowing that the silence itself hurts that person too. Because I've been hurt on the other side when I've been ghosted by silence. Like, the silence makes you question yourself, question your worth, like, question so much. Like, is it really necessary? It's not. So I think the underlying message of today is that we need to learn how to communicate. We need to learn how to communicate. especially for us who don't want to be held accountable for the action of exiting. You can't be an advocate of communication on platforms and then not practice it in your personal relationships. So I'm going to encourage us, ghosters who don't want to be held accountable, to try and communicate, even if it's a one liner, it's not working for me, but I wish you well, sharp. Ising the silence thing, it's not fair. I think it hurts more to leave them on blue ticks and scenes. So I think that's the message for the manipulators. Stop it. Just stop. Ghosting as a form of manipulation in your relationships is problematic. Is it even fair to be made an insurance plan and every month or every other month patala di premiums to keep you interested but not committed to the relationship? Communicate now, Buti or Sisi. Give the person an opportunity to decide whether that relationship will work for them or not. But the manipulating part, just so that you get only the benefits of that relationship, is not cool. So that's that on that. That's me on ghosting. I don't know, I've probably missed quite a few points, but I think neseke emotion. If you have any more ghosting stories or ventings that you want to have in the comments, please share with us. Let us know what you went through. I want to thank you so much for continuing to kind of just watch what's going on with the whole Whine with me experience. I want to thank you for all the recommendations, and if there's any more recommendations, please send them to me via DM in the comments or wherever. And yeah, I'll see you next time on Whine with me, or Wellness Wednesdays on Instagram, Facebook. I love you so much, fam. Thank you. Bye.